Hi, I'm Sean Lean. I'm the President of the Legislative Council in the Victorian Parliament, and I'm here to give an update of this sitting week. This week, this chamber passed two pieces of legislation, the Mental Health Wellbeing Amendment Bill and the Drugs and Poison Controlled Substance Amendment Authorised Pharmacists Bill 2023. There was some committee stages and there was some amendments that were unsuccessful, so both those bills have passed and now go to the Governor Lieutenant for royal assent. As far as other debates during the week, there was debates around forming a select committee, there was debates around cost of living pressures, there was a call for production of documents as far as the second injecting room, and also an interesting debate on the location of the SBS headquarters. So there's a lot of different issues that get debated in this House any given week. Something that happens every sitting day, of course, is question time. The question time in the Legislative Council is a little bit different to other question times around other jurisdictions. It's only non-government MPs that can ask a question to a minister, and they actually get another chance after the answer to ask a second question, which has to be relative to the first question and the answer for the minister, just to get further information. After every second question, any minister gets a chance to do a 2-minute statement around what they think are important or exciting things that they're dealing with their portfolio. And our question time works a bit differently, that ministers will offer to get extra written information. And this is particularly when a question may be for a minister who's representing a minister in the Assembly chamber. So they will get written information from that particular minister and make sure it's sent to the person that's asked the question within 24 hours or 48 hours. Inside this chamber last week, something really exciting went ahead was the First Peoples Assembly. The second term of the First Peoples Assembly held their first meeting in this chamber, and this was an opportunity for newly elected representatives of the First People that represent groups right across our state to give their first speech and outline their aspirations as being part of this fantastic Assembly. There was new co-chairs elected to the Assembly, discussion about the Assembly's work in the next few years. So it's an important group, and we're always delighted when they use our chamber. There was a number of events, as I said, like outside this chamber and the Parliament, there's always a number of things happening. The Morning Peninsula had a 3-day showcase in Queen's Hall, our biggest hall, had a lunchtime presentation for all the MPs to hear about the fantastic thing that's going on in the Mornington Peninsula. There was an origami house display on the steps of Parliament from homeless services and community groups across Victoria in the lead up to Homeless Week, this year's Homeless Week. The next sitting week, the legislation that will be debated is the Energy Legislation Amendment, Energy Safety Bill 2023, the Mineral Resources Sustainable Development Amendment Bill 2023, and I'll be very keen to give you an update how they proceeded through the Parliament next sitting week, and also other things that are happening around the place, and I look forward to giving you an update next time.